Hi, my name is Seth Yeager, and I'm the coordinator of Gifted Services at Colegio Nueva Granada in Bogota. Today we're going to be talking about critical questioning strategies as instant differentiation for high ability students. And as we know, one of the most difficult things for regular classroom teachers is to meet the needs of all your students along a continuum of abilities, motivations, interests. Today we're going to be talking about how do we get high ability students to reach their true potential by differentiating, giving them the opportunities to differentiate for themselves, fostered by a process in which teachers can activate their interests and motivations. And so today, what we're going to be doing is making the case for student questioning in general, then for high ability students themselves, describing several protocols for developing question skills in the classroom and beyond. We'll be practicing using the question formulation technique, which is a specific protocol developed by Dan Rothstein and Lou Santana of the Right Question Institute. We will be identifying the 5 habits of mind for critical questioning, and we'll be exploring some practical applications and resources for developing student questioning in the classroom. So what do we know about gifted students and high ability students? Well, the research is quite clear that they work faster, they finish assignments quicker. Curriculum compacting is a necessary acceleration strategy because they don't need as much time to work on specific assignments or specific strategies, and they get it faster. So this is a wonderful thing in the classroom when you can harness the abilities of these high ability learners. However, when a student is finishing faster and the teacher is not prepared to deal with 1 or 2 students who are operating at this level, students can become disengaged. And we know that boredom is one of the problems that we must deal with this specific population. Questioning allows for instant differentiation because students are developing questions appropriate for their ability and interests, and they're empowered to seek out answers in their own process of inquiry. And so giving meaningful ways for advanced learners to engage in their own education is an incredibly powerful strategy. So questioning in general is an incredibly effective strategy. When we think about all the major cultural, scientific, artistic developments that have occurred, it all starts with the question. What question was Einstein trying to answer when he developed the theory of relativity? What question was Marie Curie trying to get to when in her studies of radioactive isotopes? All of our advancements that have come through art and everything, it all starts with the questioning. So there really is no learning without the question, as Richard Feynman notes. So, what does it do? Questioning increases student engagement. It allows teachers to evaluate students' preparation and comprehension. It allows us to diagnose their readiness level, where they are on a particular topic. It assists in problem solving in general. It transforms learning for the students because they are designing questions which promote deeper understanding. They reveal misconceptions and expose student interest. When students create questions, they're more inclined to answer those questions as well. And students should be the ones working. There's a quote that I was listening to recently from a webcast by Dr. Stoba, and she says, "Whoever is the worker is the learner." And this is putting the work of education back onto the students by leveraging their interest in particular topics. So it's quite clear in the research in the incredibly influential work of John Hattie that as a metacognitive strategy, student self-questioning is incredibly effective. Student formulation of their own questions is one of the most effective strategies that we have, and engaging in pre-lesson self-questioning improves students' rate of learning by nearly 50%. It's quite clear in the research and in the literature, and in practical application, we will see how this can be effective and utilized for our classrooms in a variety of subjects and at every level. Every student should be engaging in critical questioning. The topic of this talk, though, is about how do we leverage the differentiation strategies embedded within the strategy to produce effective learning for our high ability students, helping them reach their potential. And so really, when we start talking about higher order thinking strategies, it kind of starts with Bloom. And the revision of Bloom in 2001, where it shifted from a noun basis to a verb basis, is a meaningful one. And Eric Francis with Maverick Education revises this a bit by inverting the pyramid and saying, we've really been spending too much time at the lowest level thinking that it's a prescriptive kind of this must happen before this can happen. But really, when we're talking about how much time do we devote to higher order thinking skills, there's ways in which we can make this more effective within our classrooms. And providing question stems or model questions starts giving students the opportunity to develop these abilities for themselves.